UFC 306 is just wrapped up. Here is your full mount MMA recap. On the early prelims tonight, Raul Rosas Jr. defeated Qileng via unanimous decision. The outside of the sphere showed the winner of each fight.
It feels unreal, you know. I feel blessed, thankful to God, because God blessed me with this opportunity, with this talent, to be able to shine on moments like this. So, you know, it feels so amazing. So after the first round, I knew he was gonna be ready for that takedown. So the second round, we got into it a little bit, and I knew I had to keep my distance, because I was doing good on my distance. I was seeing everything coming, and then timing the shot, you know. But he was doing good at staying defensively, waiting for the shot or waiting for my counter. So that's why every time I would feint, he wouldn't really react. So he did good on staying composed, not really giving so many reactions. But because he's so experienced, so after on the third round, I knew I had to turn it up more, and that's where the second round I was, you know, just moving around and everything, knowing the third round I was gonna push for the victory. First, I wanna take care of my injuries, my hand, my elbow, my knee, everything, and after that, go back to the drawing board and get a nice name, whether it's ranked or not ranked. We'll see what's next. I go back, celebrate with my family, because I am the face of it. But we all work hard. All my team works hard. We all make sacrifices. So we're gonna go, and maybe I'm gonna buy some tickets actually and go back in the Sphere and enjoy the rest of the show.
What's up, guys? This is UFC heavyweight champion of the world here, John Bones Jones. And if you're not at the Sphere, then where you at? Where you at?
All right, we're here at UFC 306, Riyadh Season Noche at Sphere. This is a special show, so it deserves a special jacket. And we've got it all ready to go right here. Doing it right, baby, doing it right.
All right, guys, I'm about to take you inside the Sphere for a little sneak peek at Noche UFC. Just kidding, I'll get in trouble. Sorry.
Bro, you don't even know. You don't even know what you're walking into at Sphere.
Are we about to have the time of our lives?
So.
It's like Step Brothers when they're like, are we best friends? We've been best friends, but are we about to experience some we've never experienced?
Bro, you have no idea what you're walking into.
This is about to be fucking crazy. It's like, I can't help but feeling like we are about to have the time of our lives. Y'all better make sure y'all watching this shit, because it's about to be crazy. Man, god damn. Bro. I'm blessed.
Highly favored. I'm blessed. Hey, I don't care. I'm still going to try to hit him with the left hook. It's probably not going to work, but I'm going to try and
we blessed.
Highly favored. I'm blessed.
Hey, brother.
To kick off the main card tonight, Ronaldo Rodriguez defeated Ode Osbourne via unanimous decision. Justin Gaethje reacted saying those boys fought their asses off. Henry Cejudo says Rodriguez ending the round on top was key for that victory. Chris Curtis reacted saying, how is the first round not a 10-8 if the second one is? What the f***? Ben Askren says 29-27. Man, I really can't see a 10-8 in the second round. And Jamal Hill says 29-27. That's wild as f***.
Thank you so much for God, first and foremost. I am a boy that came from the streets of Veracruz from nothing, and here I am, I'm living my dream.
Esteban Ribovics defeated Daniel Zellhuber via split decision. Dricus du Plessis says one of the best fights I've ever seen. Cowboy Cerrone says let's effing go. Henry Cejudo reacted saying Ribovics' head movement and accuracy was fun to watch. And man, Zellhuber is tough as nails. Chris Curtis says and that, ladies and gentlemen, is Mexican style. Ariel Helwani says that was absurd. Aljo reacted saying I don't care what happens for the rest of the night. These two men get bonuses. Glover Teixeira says reminds me of Arturo Gatti and Mickey Ward. Jamal Hill says I love this kid. Aljamain Sterling says take a bow, man. What a freaking fight. Josh Emmett reacted saying rope-a-dope coming in clutch. This fight is insane. Andre Fili says that fight was insane. Hand these boys $50K now. Michael Chiesa says that last round was incredible. Big ups to Ribovics and Zellhuber. So much technique and heart on display from both men. Terrence McKinney says true Hispanic warriors. What a fight. Kenny Florian reacted saying some poor decision making from Zellhuber, but what legendary toughness. Ribovics and Zellhuber just put on a classic at the Sphere. Dan Ige says holy shit. Give these guys all the bonuses. And Jorge Masvidal reacted saying what a fight.
I'm very happy. I'm very proud. You know, all the hard work really paid off. I was honored to share the octagon with Daniel, and yeah, it's just really proud that getting the win. But it was a lot of effort, and all the hard work paid off. Yeah, it was insane. Back and forth. Actually, it was beautiful. But you know, his Mexican has a really hard chin. You know, he really caught me with the elbow. Got me a little. Knocked down a little bit, and all I knew was I had to keep, you know, going forward, throwing a huge volume of punches, and that's what I did. But yeah, he definitely has a chin, man. I wasn't completely confident because it could go either way, you know. But I think in the third round, with the volume of punches that I threw in, I think maybe that tipped the scale towards me. So I wasn't overconfident, but yeah, kind of had an intuition that it was going to go my way. That a real tough Argentine is on his way. An Argentine who can throw punches. And I didn't actually even show my wrestling yet. Tonight I promised that it was just going to be, you know, a striking match, and that's what it was, you know, both back and forth boxing match. But yeah, I just want to put the division on notice that I'm coming, whoever's on my way, whoever stands in front of me, I'm going to win.
Diego Lopes defeated Brian Ortega via unanimous decision. Islam Makhachev says number 13 becomes number 3. Congrats Diego Lopes. Aljamain Sterling says Lopes is a beast. Maybe our paths will cross one day. Adrian Yanez says let's go. Ben Askren reacted saying Ortega is tough as but Lopes was just too good and he hits really hard. Jamal Hill says Mr. Dynamic. This dude is going to be one of the greats. Michael Chiesa says Lopes is knocking on the door of a title fight after that performance. He is must-see TV. Henry Cejudo reacted saying Diego putting the division on notice. He's a problem for everyone. And Dan Ige says top 5.
It was great to fight in the Sphere. I'm finally able to represent Mexico, especially in such a momentous occasion, and to be able to come out here like this, it just fills me with pride. Yeah, we knew Ortega's a tough fighter, really hard-going guy. So we made some adjustments to the fight, and we decided to be calm and just take the fight to the distance. No, not really. I was exactly how we expected, and we knew he was a hard-going guy, tough fighter. And when we were like shorty in the short pocket, we knew we just trading blows. And but no, it was exactly how I expected. I think the notice I gave them is that, you know, there's a real contender for the belt.
For the co-main event, Valentina Shevchenko defeated Alexa Grasso via unanimous decision. Diego Lopes did end up cornering Alexa Grasso.
Yeah, now I told you for everyone, I'm still healthy for my fight. I'm going to corner for Alexa, and now it's my second trip for the octagon. but now I'm one for the number 3 in the ranking. I'm so happy, bro. I'm so happy. But the work is not finished. Now I need to stay for my student Alexa in the corner. Okay. Gracias, canal. ¿Te dejaron? Sí. Voy para allá.
Kevin Iole reacted saying, I never need to see these two fight again. Ben Askren says too many decisions tonight. Jamal Hill reacted with a sleeping face emoji. Henry Cejudo says what a dominant performance by Shevchenko. She reclaimed her throne once again. Kenny Florian says Shevchenko gets it done with a very methodical and smart game plan. Grasso seemed very unprepared from a year ago. Not surprised with the win by Valentina, but I am surprised with the lack of improvement in Grasso's grappling for this fight. And Chris Cyborg says Valentina Shevchenko a true martial artist. Pleasure watching that performance.
It truly seems like it looks and feels very right, and it's like I just return what belongs to me, and this is like very special night for me because it's Riyadh season, it's Sphere, the first ever event, and it just I'm so happy what I did everything like what I had to do this night. I know it's kind of like different because the story how I like all the 7 defense, like 8 fights in the flyweight title fights, then losing the belt, then second fight is a draw, and all this story it's make like so special. And it's like people who say it's not about the belt, it's about your journey, they are wrong, because it's like all we are fighters, it's about the belt. Because when we first joined, for example, UFC, what we all want, we want to win the belt, and this is how it felt back then, this is how it felt right now.
And for the main event, Merab Dvalishvili defeated Sean O'Malley via unanimous decision. Sean O'Malley tweeted, "Overpromised, underdelivered. Sorry, love you guys." Devin Haney posted this. He wrote, "O'Malley bitch ass lost." Sean fired back saying, "Still kill you." Dana White reacted saying, "And new." Aljamain Sterling says, "That's what a fair fight looks like against the best guy in the world. None of that stacking deck bullshit to get an advantage." Cheeto Vera says, "I call it the other way, but congrats Merab, well fought." Rampage Jackson says, "Merab worked hard. Can't be mad at him. Respect." Ben Askren reacted saying, "Wow, that was dominant. Merab is a savage." Jamal Hill says, "And new." Henry Cejudo says, "From sugar to shit." Terrence McKinney says, "Man, them front kicks had me scared for a second. Congrats to Merab, what a performance." Ariel Helwani reacted saying, "Merab is the new UFC bantamweight champion. He beat Sean O'Malley via dominant unanimous decision." Johnny Walker said, "I told you guys on my YouTube channel for your bets, Merab would win." Derek Brunson says, "20 million to watch 2 wrestling matches is crazy." And Dan Ige says, "Merab is a beast. Excited to see him and Umar."
I'm still construction worker, and I'm here, I'm ground. O'Malley looked me on top. He was thinking he's better than me. No one is better, everybody, we are normal. We are normal, you know. You have to respect everybody.
Dana White announced the full main card for UFC 309.
What's up, everybody? Saturday, November 16th, we are back in Madison Square Garden in New York City for UFC 309. In the main event, the undefeated heavyweight champion, the greatest of all time, and the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, Jon Jones, faces the former heavyweight champion, Stipe Miocic. Jon Jones is the youngest ever UFC champion. He was a 2-division world champion, has the most title wins, and is looking to beat the greatest heavyweight of all time, Stipe Miocic. Stipe has the record for heavyweight title fight wins and performance bonuses, and has title wins over former heavyweight champions Daniel Cormier, Francis Ngannou, Junior Dos Santos, and Alistair Overeem. 2 of the baddest dudes in the world facing off in the baddest division in combat sports to determine who is the greatest heavyweight. In the co-main event, 2 of the most exciting men to ever fight in the lightweight division will meet again in a rematch of their crazy back and forth 2021 title fight, with the #2 ranked Charles Oliveira taking on #6 ranked Michael Chandler in a 5-round #1 contender fight. 31 of Oliveira's wins have come by finish. He has the most submissions and bonuses in UFC history. Chandler has explosive power, and every single time he enters the octagon, you are guaranteed to see an absolute war. Also on the main card, undefeated prospect Bo Nickal faces the very experienced Paul Bear Jew Craig. Nickal has all 6 wins by finish, 5 coming in the very first round. He will look to prove himself against his toughest match up to date against Paul Craig, who has wins by finish over former champions Shogun Rua and Jamal Hill, and current #2 ranked light heavyweight Magomed Ankalaev. Bo Nickal asked for a challenge, and he's getting it with this opponent. This is going to be an incredible card, and we will be announcing more fights over the next several weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, UFC 309, Jones versus Miocic, live from Madison Square Garden. Tickets go on sale Friday, September 27th at Ticketmaster. I will see you in New York.
Aljamain Sterling and Merab got into an altercation with Sean O'Malley fans outside the Sphere yesterday.
Yo, Aljo, once you accept the loss from Sean, you'll be a lot better in life. Piece of Aljo, let's go!
Yesterday, both Dana White and Michael Chandler confirmed he will not be fighting Conor McGregor next. Chandler is now fighting Charles Oliveira at UFC 309 in November at MSG.
All right, there you have it, boys and girls. I'm not even going to respond to Conor's stupid little tweet acting like I dipped. The simple fact of the matter is, you are the most unreliable human being that has ever graced. I'm gonna fight Charles Oliveira. Why am I gonna fight Charles Oliveira? Number one, it's a bad fight. Number two, it's a rematch. It's a redemption story for me. The dude who already stole from me, rightfully so, in a fight, in a fair fight. He stole my dreams, shattered my dreams of becoming UFC champion. Now I get the opportunity to fight Charles Oliveira, become the #1 contender, and then I've got options. If Conor can finally get his house in order, if he can finally string together a couple of sober days, and he can actually finally make good on his promise of the greatest comeback in combat sports history, if he can finally pony up, then I will fight Conor after I dispatch of Charles Oliveira. Or Islam Makhachev, you are next in 2025, and I will be the champion by 2025. We knew booking the fight with Conor was going to be eventful, to say the least. But here you have it. MSG in November, me versus Charles Oliveira, co-main event, and I'm really, really excited about it. Just as Robbie Fox reported, it's not that I am not Conor's next opponent, it's that he is not my next opponent. But I am Conor McGregor's next opponent. The only way he comes back to the UFC, that road goes straight through Nashville, Tennessee, and he's gonna fight me because he has to prove to the entire world that he's not actually scared of me.
Conor McGregor says he wants to have a boxing match because he's out of the loop with the UFC.
Hey guys, it's Brian from FightingYo.com. Conor, I see you fueled up. I know you love this bare knuckle stuff. You said you were trying to be player manager. When's a realistic timeline for you?
You know, like I said, I have 2 fights left on my UFC contract. My opponent that I was scheduled to fight has rescheduled another bout. I would love maybe an exemption or maybe a joint partnership, bare knuckle UFC, similar to McGregor Sports and Entertainment and Mayweather Promotions. Some sort of agreement where we can get busy. I need to be busy, and right now I'm working to get there. So let's see what happens. Like I said, I have 2 fights left on the contract, and it's taken a minute, but patience is one of the most important skills a human being can possess, study, learn, and implement, and that's where I'm at right now.
Israel Adesanya believes Mexicans will be dominating the UFC eventually. Izzy said that from boxing. A lot of kids who would have maybe gone to boxing would start doing MMA, and not just doing kickboxing or jiu-jitsu, like MMA as a whole. And then it's going to be, in a few generations, you'll see like a wave of Mexican fighters who have that Mexican spirit. You'll just see them like dominating the UFC. Could be. Who knows how many generations, but kind of is already happening slowly. I look forward to it. I like seeing Mexicans. And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one says Merab's problem is that he's friends with every weight class champion. The second one's from Michael McConnell. It says, come on, Joe. Being old shouldn't qualify Kamaru for a title shot. And the final one's from Lewis. It says, stop it with the trilogies already. We need Gaethje versus Hooker. That is the most exciting fight to make at lightweight. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.